Yo, what's going on everybody? 2K17 here. Welcome back to another NBA 2K17 rebuilding video. And in today's video, we are going to be rebuilding the 2018 Cleveland Cavaliers. So not that many changes in this offseason so far for the Cleveland Cavaliers. Their only new addition is they brought in Jeff Green from free agency. So I'm not too sure how well he's going to fit into the rotation, but we will see. But this team is obviously led by LeBron, Kyrie, and Kevin Love. But one of those big three members is gonna go. So let's take a look at the coaching game plan right here. Kyrie, Kyle Korver, LeBron, K-Love, Tristan Thompson with a really good bench coming off the bench. So the first player we are going to be taking a look at is Kevin Love. He's making tons of money over the next 4 years with the player option at the end of the third year. So we're going to be trying to find a trade for Kevin Love right away, because I think if we can get something pretty decent for Kevin Love, it will be better for us in the long run. I'm hoping that we can get we're not going to get anyone like Paul George, but I really always like this Dario Saric. That's an interesting deal. Al Horford and Jay Crowder. That's very interesting. Paul Millsap, we can get rid of him in the offseason if we do want to, because he is going to be a free agent. Kemba Walker, Rudy Gay, Julius Randle, we could go young. Harrison Barnes, okay. Brook Lopez, Jamal Murray. That's an interesting deal, but we're trying to bring in someone that can help us out right away. Andre Drummond, okay. Serge Ibaka, and Jonas Valanciunas. So that adds a power forward and a center to the team. I think I'm going to go with that trade, because you look at Valanciunas, he can give you 13, and Ibaka can give you the same amount with adding blocks. So Kevin Love and Dante Jones going to the Toronto Raptors for Serge Ibaka and Jonas Valanciunas. So Serge Ibaka is going to be a free agent at the end of the season, but still, if we don't like what he did for us this year, he's still on a pretty cheap contract. But if we don't like what he did with us this year, we can obviously get rid of him. And then Valanciunas is on a pretty big deal. So let's see what the coaching game plan would be looking like now. So Valanciunas would jump in. Tristan Thompson would be coming off the bench. Let's see which one has more trade value, because whatever one has more trade value, we're probably going to be trading, because both of them are making a lot of money over the next couple years. Tyreke Evans goes to Kufis, so not that much trade value for. And his Cantor, okay, but he's making a lot over the okay. Andre Iguodala. What about Tristan Thompson? Let's see what his trade value is. It's probably going to be a little bit better. He's a little bit younger. Raj, okay. Yeah, so we're probably going to be trading Tristan Thompson. I'm not too sure. I might keep him, because Dwayne Dedmon and Danny Green, two guys coming off the bench. That's an interesting deal. Miles Leonard, Robert Covington. I think I'm just going to keep both those guys. It's a really good role player coming off the bench. So Thompson's going to be coming off the bench. Our bench is actually sick. Serge Ibaka is inserted to the starting lineup. Jonas Valanciunas is also. So Kyrie Irving, Kyle Korver, LeBron, Ibaka, Valanciunas, with Tristan Thompson coming off the bench, as well as Darren Williams, J.R. Smith, Richard Jefferson, and Jeff Green. So a really good team overall. I think we gave up Kevin Love for two great players in Serge Ibaka and Jonas Valanciunas that can definitely help us in the long run. And then if we don't like what Ibaka gave us this season, we can obviously get rid of him next year in free agency. So I'm going to summate to the end of the season, where hopefully we can make the playoffs and obviously do some work in the postseason. Okay, so at the end of the season, Russell Westbrook wins MVP, averaging 34 points, 12 rebounds, and 11 assists. Joel Embiid wins Rookie of the Year, Corey Joseph, 6th man. Hassan Whiteside wins Player of the Year, Nikola Jokic, Most Improved, and Steve Kerr wins Coach of the Year. So take a look at all NBA teams. LeBron's in here. Hopefully we get Kyrie. No one in all NBA second team, all NBA third team. Still no Kyrie. Let's take a look at. Okay, so we'll see. Kyrie didn't make all the NBA teams. So we're going to take a look at the standings right here. We finished first in the East with a kind of okay record, 50-32. Barely got the first seed. Chicago right on us on our tails, as right now Golden State 61-21 record. That's going to be definitely hard to beat, especially if we face them in the NBA Finals. But obviously, Kyrie Irving was injured. It looks like broken nose will be out 1 to 2 weeks. So probably definitely the first round, and probably most of the second round in the playoffs. So 26 points for Kyrie, 2 rebounds and 9 assists. Still doesn't make an All-NBA team. LeBron 25, 9, and 10. Could have won MVP. Ibaka 13, 7 pretty good numbers. Kyle Korver 12 points. Darren Williams had a really good season off the bench. Well, mostly because Kyrie was injured, 11.5 and 7. And then Valanciunas 11 and 10 coming off the bench. Actually, he was starting Tristan Thompson 8.5 and 11 off the bench. So let's see if we can beat the Boston Celtics in round number 1. Hopefully we can beat the Celtics, a really good team anyways, but we're going to be sweeping them in round number 1. Moving on to round number 2, facing the Milwaukee Bucks, just sweeping through the NBA playoffs right here, but we get eliminated in 7 games. Kyrie Irving did play in this game, but we lost by 1 point. DeRozan, Channing Frye, Kevin Love, okay. They had Channing Frye, Kevin Love. Kevin Love really went off in this one, but wow, DeMar DeRozan played 15 minutes in that one. So they're going on to the NBA Finals, and they are going to win it all, and Kyle Lowry is your Finals MVP. So interesting way to lose right there to the Toronto Raptors. So we're going to simulate to rookie signings because I don't think we have any picks. Yeah, so we don't have any picks. We're going to go to team player options right here. K. Felder. Yeah, I guess we'll bring him back. We had a lot of point guard injuries last year, so why not just bring him back just to be safe. So free agency, Ibaka, he's going to be looking for a lot of money. He averaged 13.7. I think we can get that on the open market anyways. Kyle Korver for the minimum. He averaged 12 last year. That's a really good deal. I'm going to let Jeff Green walk. Derek Williams, 7. Okay, that's really good off the bench. And then Darren Williams, he's going to test anyways, but hopefully we can get him back. He was actually really good in the regular season. So let's take a look. Point guard, if we can get, we definitely need a backup point guard. So we're going to be looking at like Patty Mills or Darren Williams. Shooting guard, hopefully we can get back Kyle Korver. J.R. Smith, I like him coming off the bench. LeBron right there. So we need, okay, I don't mind Richard Jefferson right there. Jonas Valanciunas is going to stay. And then hopefully we can get a better power forward. So first and foremost, we're going to power forwards. Blake Griffin. We're not going to have enough cap space, but we do have bird rights on Ibaka. So why not just bring him back? Maybe trade him for some trade bait. Let's take a look at all. Okay, Kyle Korver. Already offered him a contract. So let's see who's out here. Let's take a quick look. So we're not going to have enough cap space. We're only going to be able to re-sign. Only going to be able to re-sign all of our guys that we have bird rights on. So I think we just keep all of our former players, re-sign them all, and then try to make some trades, because obviously the team we have right now is not going to be an NBA championship worthy team. As Kyle Korver, hopefully we can get all these guys back. And then we need a backup point guard, Patty Mills. On the minimum, that would be a really good pickup. Serge Ibaka coming back to the team. Derek Williams. Hopefully you can get Patty Mills, Kyle Korver. And I'd rather Patty Mills than Derek Williams. So that's what we're going to be doing in free agency. Brought in a really good backup point guard in Patty Mills, but we are not done. Obviously, we lost in the Eastern Conference Finals, so we're not a championship team quite yet. So we're going to have to make a couple moves. Guys, so in our first trade, we're going to be sending Serge Ibaka as well as Archie Goodwin over to the Bucks for Chris Middleton and Spencer Hawes. So this is a really big trade for us because we did re-sign Serge Ibaka in the offseason, but we did that just to get someone for a trade. So what we're going to be doing is Tristan Thompson can play the power forward position as well. So he's going to be our starting power forward. Takes out Ibaka's huge contract, and that's a huge addition because now Valanciunas and Tristan Thompson can both be in our starting lineup. So we bring in Chris Middleton, a really good starting shooting guard, someone that can really produce rather than a J.R. Smith, Kyle Korver type player. And I think we're not done yet. I think this starting 5 is probably better than last year because we upgraded the shooting guard position. We added another scorer, with Serge Ibaka really wasn't a scorer. And then Valanciunas last year, 11 and 10, he's going to give you rebounds as well as Tristan Thompson, but we're going to try to find a couple more trades to improve our bench. Yeah, so we are going to be accepting this trade right here from the Los Angeles Lakers for Spencer Hawes, who's on a pretty big deal. K. Felder to the Los Angeles Lakers for Zubac and Andrew Nicholson. I really like Zubac. He's going to continue to progress. He's on a really cheap contract, rookie contract still, so that is a big addition to our team and a guy that could be here for the long term. He's gonna be a huge addition off our bench and backup center for us. So I don't think we're gonna make any more trades because we don't have many options to trade other than like a J.R. Smith. So let's see what we can get for J.R. Smith on the open market. I don't think it's gonna be that much. Jamal Crawford, that's an interesting deal. He averaged 12. I think J.R. Smith has a little bit more. Okay, Wesley Matthews. I think we're just going to go all in this year, so I'm not too sure. He has the same numbers as J.R. Enes Kanter. We have too many bigs on the team, so none of these trades really make sense unless we get a big trade in the middle of the season that we cannot go out with. So we're going to hopefully continue winning games this year, contend for an NBA championship, and I'll see you guys at the end of the season. Okay, so we just made a huge blockbuster trade at the trade deadline to bring in Hassan Whiteside for Jonas Valanciunas. So this is a huge upgrade at the center position, a guy that averaged 15 and 13 so far this year, and we ship out Jonas Valanciunas to bring in Hassan Whiteside. This is a massive deal, and hopefully this can help us in our championship pursuit. So I'll see you guys at the end of the season. Yeah, so at the end of the season, Russell Westbrook wins MVP. We can't take a look at the stats right now because an update just came up, but Garrett Fisher wins Rookie of the Year, Jordan Clarkson, 6th man, Andre Drummond, Defensive Player of the Year, Thomas Robinson, Most Improved, and Tyronn Lue wins Coach of the Year. So take a look, all NBA teams. LeBron James makes All NBA first team. Take a look, let's see if Kyrie makes it. Again, no, and he doesn't make All NBA third team as well, so that's interesting right there. But take a look at the standings. We did finish 61 and 21, a way better record than last year. And surprisingly, the New York Knicks, second seed in the East, Carmelo Kristaps, really didn't make that many changes, except it looks like they got a high draft pick and they drafted a pretty decent player. So let's take a look at the statistics right now. LeBron, 24.5 points, 9 rebounds, 9 assists. Kyrie, 24 and 8. Chris Middleton, 17 and 5. He really helped us out with the scoring department, taking a look at the pressure off LeBron and Kyrie. Hassan, 14 and 13. Zubac, 13. Patty Mills, a really reliable off the bench point guard, 9 and 5. Derek Williams, 8. A really good productive couple years for all of our bench players. Tristan Thompson took a step back, 8 and 10. Obviously, Hassan Whiteside is going to take most of those boards. So hopefully we can make it to the NBA Finals this year, as it looks like we're not going to, as we get taken out by the Washington Wizards in the first round. How does that happen? And Karl-Anthony Towns wins. The Minnesota Timberwolves win it all, and Karl-Anthony Towns wins Finals MVP. But let's take a look at this team. Beal, Wall, Morris, Zach Randolph. How does that team beat? How does that team beat us in the first round with LeBron, Thompson, Zubac, Kyrie, JR, Patty Mills, Chris Middleton, Hassan Whiteside? I don't know. So hopefully you guys did enjoy. If you guys don't want to see more rebuilding videos, make sure to hit that like button. Thank you guys for watching. Been the boy T Gamer Tom, and don't forget to hit that like button, comment, and subscribe. And I'll catch you guys next time.